repeating identical or similar tasks without making errors is something that can be done by a programming language. Because iteration is so common, Python provides several language features to make it easier. One is the while statement, other is the for statement. Following program shows a decrement operation using the while loop. We will be initializing the value of variable n to 10. We will be starting the while loop with n equal to 10 and printing from there up to 0. For this, we need to write the while loop as while n greater than 0, print n. Then you need to change the value of n. Here you should decrement the value of n by 1. So, n equal to n minus 1. So, if you run this, it will print from 10 up to 1. So, while n is greater than 0, display the value of n and then reduce the value of n by 1. When you get to 0, we exit from the loop. So, this is what this loop does. So, in this case it starts from 10, then while n greater than 0, the 10 is greater than 0, then 10 will be printed, then value of n will become 9. This repeats. So, the flow of execution of a while statement is as follows. First, evaluate the condition yielding true or false. That is done here. If the condition is false, exit the while statement and continue execution at the next statement. If the condition is true, execute the body and then go back to step 1. So, initially if n equal to 10, the condition will become true, then body will be executed. So, this repeats. After n will become 0, condition is false, then exit the while statement. This is what it does. The body of the loop should change the value of one or more variables so that eventually the condition becomes false and the loop terminates. Otherwise, the loop will repeat forever. So, if the value of n is not changed here, it will always run in a loop. It will repeat forever, which is called an infinite loop. That condition is called an infinite loop. The for statement in Python differs a bit from what you may be used in C. Rather than always iterating over an arithmetic progression of numbers or giving the user the ability to define both the iteration step and halting condition, Python's for statement iterates over the items of any sequence. It can be a list or a string or a set of numbers. We will see an example of that. So, we have a list A equal to 3 strings 1, 2 and 3. Then we will be writing a loop, for loop in this case, to print each element of this list. For that, you need to write the for loop as for variable I in list A, for I in list A, then print I. In the place of print I, you can do the processing steps, what you need to do with each element of the list A. So what it does is, it will take each element from this list and prints the value and put it in variable I and prints it value. So this will print 1, 2 and 3. So for I in A, I will become 1, then print I, then I will become 2, then it will be printed, then I will become 3, then it will be printed. So this for loop can take each character from a string also. So it can work as, assume that you have a string called hello world. For getting each character from this string, you can write for variable C. It can be any variable. For C in the string name is str. Again, if you want to print the value of each character, you can type print C. So this will print hello world, character by character. So what it does is, it will take str, take the first character of hello world, that is H, that will be placed in C, then that will be printed. In the next iteration, it will take second character, that is E, that will be printed. So likewise, if you do need to iterate over a sequence of numbers, the built-in function range comes in handy. So what you can do is, for I in range, so if you want to get the numbers 0 to 8, you can type 0 to 9. For I in range 0 to 9, print I. So this will print from 0 to 8. A break statement can be used to exit from a loop. The break statement, like in C, breaks out of the innermost enclosing for or while loop. The continue statement, also borrowed from C, continues with the next iteration of the loop.